would sure embarrass her when I came in from working late.
The radio was everywhere in the 1970s. It played in cars, kitchens, bedrooms, and living rooms long after bedtime. Kids did not have separate stations or censored playlists. They heard whatever adults heard, often without understanding it.
And the cat's in the cradle and the sailor was born. Little boy blue and the man and the...
Most songs faded into the background, but some felt unsettling, even when they sounded pleasant. Years later, memories became more complicated as the lyrics finally made sense.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the...
These were not harmless tunes. They were stories about death, fear, and loss hiding in plain sight. So which songs left the deepest mark on young listeners?
A big ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November.
Number 1, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot.
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, fellas, it's no...
Gordon Lightfoot told the true story of a massive freighter that sank on Lake Superior during a violent November storm. The ship disappeared with all hands aboard, and the song carefully described the weather, the final radio message, and the silence afterward.
The lake, it is said, never gives up for dead in the skies of November.
Kids understood this was not fiction. These were real men who went to work and never came home. Families waited for answers that never arrived. The lake never gave up the bodies.
The load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald.
The song taught children that nature could be beautiful and deadly. And sometimes there was no rescue, no explanation, and no happy ending.
Legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Geddes.
After this real-world tragedy, the next song shocked listeners by making death terrifyingly immediate.
Here, looking at the ceiling.
Number 2, D.O.A. by Bloodrock. There was nothing subtle about D.O.A. A pounding heartbeat played as a man described dying after a car crash in real time. He could not move his legs. He smelled burning flesh.
And when I look, I see there's nothing there.
He realized his girlfriend was already dead beside him. The heartbeat slowed as panic turned into fear and confusion. He asked whether he was dead.
Something warm is flowing down my finger.
Then the sound stopped completely. Kids were horrified. This was not poetic sadness or metaphor. It was graphic and relentless.
Someone lays a sheet across my chest.
Many listeners remembered exactly where they were the first time they heard it. After such explicit horror, the countdown moved toward a song that hid something disturbing behind a cheerful melody. Number 3, Timothy by the Buoys. Timothy sounded upbeat and harmless, with a catchy melody that invited sing-alongs. Kids heard it on the radio without paying attention to the lyrics at first. The story revealed 3 miners trapped underground after a cave-in. Only 2 survived. The narrator woke up confused and strangely full. Timothy was never found. The implication was cannibalism.
Songwriter Rupert Holmes later confirmed that was the point.
Kids who finally understood the meaning felt sick. The song proved that pop radio could hide something deeply unsettling in plain sight. From implication and shock, the next song traumatized children through emotional neglect rather than violence.
You teach me to throw, I said not today, I got a lot to do. He said, that's so.
Number 4, Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man and the...
Cats in the Cradle unfolded without violence or shock, which made it quietly devastating. Harry Chapin sang about a father who was always too busy for his son.
He was talking for I knew it, and as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you.
Each promise to spend time together was postponed by work, travel, or exhaustion. As the boy grew older, he learned the same habits.
Child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way.
When the father finally had time, the son was now the one who was unavailable. Kids felt the sadness even if they could not explain it. The song warned that emotional absence could last a lifetime and repeat itself. Are you enjoying this video? If you are, please hit the like button. I'd sincerely appreciate it.
Son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad. Come on, let's play.
From emotional neglect and regret, the next song unsettled listeners by surrounding them with fear and inevitability.
Out there the laws are coming. I'm scared and so tired of running.
Number 6, Indiana Wants Me by R. Dean Taylor.
Indiana wants me. Lord, I can't go back there.
Police sirens screamed from the opening seconds, creating instant anxiety. R. Dean Taylor sang as a desperate man on the run, already knowing his fate was sealed. Even children who did not understand the crime felt the panic in his voice.
I wish I had you to talk to.
The narrator had killed someone and refused to live behind prison walls. He called the woman he loved one last time to say goodbye. The sirens never stopped.
No one had the right to say what he said about you.
The song faded without resolution. Kids understood there was no escape waiting, only an ending left unspoken.
Indiana wants me. Lord, I can't go back there.
From fear closing in, the next songs begin leaning fully into loss, grief, and emotional weight.
I'd work day and night to earn our daily bread.
Number 7, Emma by Hot Chocolate.
Emily, Emily, I'm gonna write you.
Emma sounded smooth, gentle, and almost romantic. Errol Brown's voice floated over warm strings, making the song feel comforting and intimate. Kids heard devotion and kindness without questioning the story at first. Slowly, the meaning became clearer.
And when she said she'd be a movie queen, nobody laughed.
Emma was an elderly woman nearing the end of her life. She had cared for the narrator when he was a child, and now he was the only one who stayed with her as she died. Children sensed the loneliness before understanding it. The song revealed how quietly people could be forgotten.
Every day Emma would go out searching for that play that never...
Oh, by the way, I will be posting more videos like this, so please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you do not miss the next video. Okay, on to the next.
Sometimes she'd come home so impressed. I'd hear her...
From quiet devotion and loneliness, the list drifts toward grief wrapped in mystery and myth.
They say she died one winter.
Number 8, Wildfire by Michael Martin Murphey. Wildfire felt like a ghost story told through music. The galloping rhythm sounded like running hooves, and the vocals felt distant and dreamlike. Kids were drawn in by the imagery before realizing what the song described.
And the pony she named Wildfire.
A young girl searched for her pony during a blizzard and never returned. Both froze to death, yet the narrator still waited for her spirit to come back. What unsettled children most was the waiting.
So by the dark of the moon I planted.
Grief refused to accept reality. The song taught that loss could trap people between memory and hope. From lingering spirits and denial, the next song delivered injustice that could never be undone.
Andy Warlow said hello, and he said hi, what's doing, whoa?
Number 9. The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia by Vicki Lawrence.
That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
This song unfolded like a crime story hidden inside a catchy tune. A man was accused of killing his best friend and executed before the truth came out.
The judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands.
The real killer was his wife, who walked free without consequence. Kids heard betrayal, corruption, and death in a song that played constantly on the radio.
I'm your best friend and you know that's right, but your young bride ain't home.
There was no justice and no redemption. The ending was final and unsettling. Do you think this song was too dark for kids to hear on the radio? If you agree, comment yes.
Saw red, and Andy said, boy, don't you lose your head, 'cause to tell you the truth.
From wrongful execution and betrayal, the list now moves toward songs that hide death behind soft melodies.
Learned of love and ABC, and skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. Goodbye.
Number 10. Seasons in the Sun by Terry Jacks.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the
Seasons in the Sun sounded bright and almost cheerful, which is why it confused children so deeply. Terry Jacks sang about friendship, love, and childhood memories with a soft, pleasant tone that invited sing-alongs at school and in cars.
Gave me love and helped me find the sun.
Only later did the meaning become clear. The narrator was dying and saying goodbye to everyone he loved.
Pretty girls are everywhere.
He watched spring arrive, knowing it would be his last. Kids absorbed the melody long before understanding the lyrics.
You would always come around and get my feet back on the ground. Goodbye, Michelle.
Years later, many realized they had memorized a farewell song about calmly facing death. From peaceful acceptance, the list moves next into grief that felt sudden and personal.
I'd love to be with you.
Number 11. Honey by Bobby Goldsboro.
And honey, I miss you.
Honey sounded warm, sentimental, and almost playful. Bobby Goldsboro sang about small memories, silly mistakes, and everyday love.
She was always young at heart, kinda dumb and kinda smart, and I
Kids listened without suspicion, assuming it was simply a sweet song about a happy marriage. Then the story quietly shifted.
that she'd been sitting there and crying over some sad and silly lately.
Honey became sick. One day she was gone. The narrator came home to an empty house and finally broke down. For children, the change was shocking. A gentle love song had turned into a story about death and loneliness.
And it would sure embarrass her when I came in from working late.
Many imagined losing their own parents for the first time. From this sudden absence and quiet grief, the list moves next into loss expressed through constant companionship.
Mama says she's tired again.
Number 12. Shannon by Henry Gross. Shannon opened with soft acoustic guitar and a voice full of warmth and affection. Henry Gross sang about running through the yard, swimming and playing, creating images that felt safe and familiar to children listening on the radio.
No one can even begin to tell her.
Only later did the truth become clear. Shannon had drowned, and the sadness beneath the melody could no longer be ignored.
I hardly know what to say.
Many kids believed Shannon was a girl, a friend, or even a sister. Others eventually learned Shannon was a dog. Either way, the The grief felt real.
Papa were here, I'm sure he'd tell her.
The song quietly introduced loss without explanation, warning, or comfort. From gentle companionship cut short, the list moves next into songs where loss feels even heavier and harder to escape.
When you said teased about it, deep down inside, you was definitely felt all that.
Number 13, Patches by Clarence Carter. Clarence Carter's voice sounded worn and desperate, even before the story fully unfolded. Patches followed a young boy whose father was dying and leaving him with an impossible responsibility.
Education he never had, but he did wonders when the time got bad.
On his deathbed, the father made his son promise to take care of the family. After the father died, the weight became crushing. The boy was forced to grow up overnight, carrying expectations meant for an adult. Kids heard fear, poverty, and pressure with no comfort offered. Some listeners recognized their own lives in the song. Others felt adult responsibility for the first time just by listening. From forced maturity and helplessness, the list moves next into despair, hidden behind a deceptively cheerful sound.
As if to knock me down, reality came around.
Number 14, Alone Again, Naturally by Gilbert O'Sullivan.
Alone again, naturally.
Alone Again, Naturally sounded light, bouncy, and almost cheerful. Gilbert O'Sullivan's gentle voice and simple melody made it feel harmless, which is why kids rarely questioned it at first.
It seems to me that there are more hearts broken in the world.
It played constantly on the radio and blended easily into everyday life. The lyrics told a devastating story. The narrator planned to jump from a tower after being left at the altar. He then mourned his father's death and his mother's grief before she died as well.
And without so much as a mere touch, cut me into little pieces.
Suicide, isolation, and despair hid behind a pleasant tune. Children learned that music could smile while describing unbearable pain.
What do we do?
From despair disguised as pop, the list moves next to a tragedy rooted entirely in real life.
I looked across and there I saw Billy waiting to go.
Number 15, Billy, Don't Be a Hero, Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods.
And through her tears I heard her say, Billy, don't be.
Billy, Don't Be a Hero sounds upbeat enough to clap along to, until you actually listen. A young woman pleads with Billy not to chase military glory. He ignores her, goes off to war, and the payoff is a letter announcing his death.
And with her head upon his shoulder, he's young and low.
No metaphor, no soft landing. For kids in the 1970s, this was a 3-minute lesson in loss disguised as pop.
And as he started to go, she said, Billy,
It played everywhere: cars, radios, family gatherings, cheerfully delivering the idea that bravery doesn't save you,
Billy, don't be a hero. Come back and make me a wife.
love doesn't stop bullets. It was catchy, relentless, and quietly devastating in a way that stuck. The radio did not protect kids in the 1970s. Songs about death, loss, fear, and regret played between love songs and pop hits without warning. These 15 songs stayed with listeners because they told the truth. Life could be cruel, and grief could arrive without explanation. Long before loss became personal, this music made it familiar. If any of these songs left a mark on you, share your memory in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to Retro Rewind, and join us for more music history that still resonates.